Oi, oi, welcome. It is the full moon in Capricorn, and this moon is a very ambitious one, right? So this moon is basically giving me an opportunity to revisit, refine, and also reinforce any goals that we have around my career, any structures that we're wanting to make in my life, discipline, and it's very much linked to our soul's purpose as well. So if this is the first workshop that you've done with us, thank you so much for tuning in. The way it's going to work is I'm basically going to talk you through what is going on in the cosmos currently and how it might be showing up energetically for it. Then we're going to do a little bit of breath work. Then I've got some journaling prompts that you can kind of delve deep into, which is going to help you really work with the energy of this full moon. And then we'll finish with a gentle meditation. Okay, so yeah, welcome. So the full moon, it is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign. Earth signs tend to be very practical, very realistic, but also very reliable as well. It's a very reliable energy, which is a really good energy to work with. Capricorn is also a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs are very self-starting, so they're very good at kind of like greasing the wheels and making things happen, like starting things. So it's a really good time to start new projects, new relationships. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. And Capricorn is, the symbol of Capricorn is the mountain goat. And if you've seen what mountain goats will fucking scale, sorry for my language, I'm probably going to swear quite a lot today because I've been in a bit of a bad mood this morning. But yeah, if you can see what mountain goats can climb, right? The fucking steepest ass hills. Like, I'm sure I've seen photos of them actually climbing trees and all sorts. You will know that they are the most determined motherfuckers, right? Like, they are determined when you see. And if you haven't, then this can be a homework. You can go Google mountain goats and you'll know exactly what I mean, right? So this is the level of like ambition and determination that we're going to be able to work with over this full moon. So like I say, yes, really ambitious, really motivating. And Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is very much a planet of like authority, structure, which also generates ambition as well. So it's a very ambitious energy, Capricorn. But Saturn also can highlight where we feel inadequate in myself sometimes. So what is going on in the cosmos currently, right? We're in Cancer season, so the sun is in Cancer. Cancer is very much a feminine energy, okay? So it's focusing on how we feel safe, how we feel supported, how we nurture and nourish ourselves. And then Capricorn is a very masculine energy, so it's very like getting shit done. So the sun in Cancer can help bring emotions to the surface, right? So it is a very emotional sign, it's a water sign, it's very, very deep and emotional. So the sun in Cancer, the energy of Cancer can help bring the emotions to the surface, and then the moon in Capricorn can help us create practical steps to make sense of those emotions and actually understand what those emotions are trying to show us and take action. So it's a wonderful moon, like I say, for turning your emotions into action and getting shit done, man. So I know it's the full moon, right? Full moons are very much focused on releasing, forgiving, letting go of what no longer serves, so all of that kind of stuff. That's still what we're focusing on, but we're going to be very ambitious in the process, right, basically. And we're going to revisit our goals, we're going to revisit the path that we're on, the actions that we're taking, all of that kind of stuff. But other transits, right, I've got my little notes of the other transits that are going on currently around this full moon that we might want to be aware of, right? So the sun is completely opposite the moon, so I've just highlighted that there. So sometimes this can cause inner conflict, so it can be a little bit like, oh, it can be a little bit confusing, because like I say, we're balancing the feminine and the masculine energy of Cancer and Capricorn. So like I say, it can cause a little bit of frustration sometimes when we have planets that are opposing each other. But the moon forms a trine with Mars, and this can help bring courage and initiative to be direct and assertive. So basically, not like pussyfooting around stuff, right? I don't even know if pussyfooting is a technical term, or if anyone even knows what that means. But like walking on eggshells around things. Like, you can just say exactly what it is that you want. You can be direct and you can be assertive with what you want as well. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like bossy or like nasty or anything like that. But you can have it. This energy can very much bring courage and confidence to be assertive and just be honest about what it is that you're wanting and what it is that you're not wanting as well. So that's a really, really positive transit. Saturn is also sextile with Uranus, or do you say Uranus? I feel like I have to say Uranus. And this can help bring discipline and endurance, so it can help make that well-needed constructive change, okay, but bringing that discipline aspect into it as well. So everything that I've mentioned that is going on in the cosmos, right? So obviously we've got like the Capricorn energy, very ambitious, very hardworking, as well as this, so Saturn sextile with Uranus, which is or Uranus. God, I can never take anything too seriously. I'm gonna have a drink of water because I'm getting distracted now thinking of how to say that planet. Anyway, discipline and the endurance to keep going. So you know when things just get tough, or it's like that monotonous, like, oh, constantly doing the same shit, and it's like, oh, this is boring, and you get that urge to then want to like self-sabotage and do something else. The energy around this time is very much given with that boost, that endurance, like you say, to continue going when the times get a little bit tough, to continue staying disciplined with the healthier habits, with the work that it is that you're doing, whatever it is. So again, very positive transit. And then we'll have Venus forming a trine with Pluto, and this adds intensity and passion to the things or relationships that bring us joy and pleasure. An amazing transit. We do have a lot of other planets going retrograde at the moment as well, so the energy can be quite chaotic, but it's one of those things, it's whatever you decide to focus on, and it's whatever you decide to show up as. So even though I'm explaining what's going on in the cosmos, how this might be showing up energetically, right? It's always down to us how we process things and how we show up. Like, obviously, don't get us wrong, right? When things happen, emotions are going to rise, and you kind of just be like, right, I'm not going to feel angry at that thing. Like, that's not what it's about at all. But it's like choosing, right, what you are then allowing to have power over you. You're allowed to be angry, but then if you're allowing that to fester for too long, or if you're kind of getting yourself caught in this overthinking and then it's just like the self-sabotage and it's that spiral, then that's down to us. Like, we need to be able to process and prioritise what is important, and the things that make me feel like shit or angry or sad, they're not, well, I mean, they are important. Maybe that's not a right way of putting it, but they're not a priority, right? So you need to acknowledge it, you need to process it. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today, basically. But yeah, so that transit, the Venus trine in Pluto, can help us feel a deeper connection with our loved ones. So it's a really nice time to just surround yourself with the people who you love most around this full moon. So yeah, it's a really nice time to do that. So anyway, we are going to crack on with a really quick bit of breath work, right? Nothing too extreme, but I just think it's really nice to do before you go into the journaling prompts. Anytime you are asking yourself these deep inner questions, you're going to have a lot more clarity and a lot more understanding or inner standing when you take the time to slow the fuck down first and regulate the nervous system and focus on the breath. So that's what we're going to do, right? So find yourself in a comfortable position. And you want to try and see if you can lengthen from the crown of the head, right? So we want the airways to be nice and clear, but just allow the shoulders to relax. We don't want to be rigid, right? So you just want to relax into the position that you're in. And maybe start off by just popping one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And we're going to start by just noticing the breath, okay? So as you breathe in, notice the rise of your chest and your belly as your lungs fill with air. And then as you breathe out, I want you to try and consciously relax the shoulders that little bit more away from the ears, and just relax the muscles in the body. So let the muscles in your legs soften, let the muscles in your arms soften, the muscles in your face. And then we're going to start lengthening each breath. So I want you to see if you can make your next in-breath that little bit deeper, and your next out-breath that little bit longer. We're just going at our own breathing rhythm here, right? So a nice deep nourishing breath in, followed with a nice long breath out. And I just want you to continue doing that for the next few moments. And just see if you can make each breath that little bit longer than the last. And then you're welcome to just continue lengthening each breath, or we're going to do something called 3-3-5, right? So basically, we'll do the first 2 together, and then you're just going to continue for the next couple of moments after that on your own, right? So we're going to start off, we're going to have a big deep breath in for the count of 3. So we're going to breathe in now for 1, 2, 3, and then hold the breath at the top, 2, 3, and then gently let the breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to breathe in for 3, 2, 3, and then hold, 2, 3, and then breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continue going like that at your own rhythm, so your own pace for the 3-3-5. Ready, let your breathing go back to its natural rhythm. Maybe give your shoulders a little shake, maybe open your eyes if you've had them closed, maybe move your body in any way that your body's craving. And now we're going to get into the journaling prompts. So hopefully we're feeling nice and calm, nice and chill. So I've got 6 journaling prompts for you. You can pause the video and delve deep into them as we move through, or you might just want to write the question down and delve a little bit deeper into the questions over the next few days, right? So the power of the full moon is going to be really strong for a few days before, a few days after, so you don't have to be really, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Yeah, you don't have to pressure yourself into getting it done like at a specific time or whatever. These journaling prompts are going to be good to delve in no matter what time, right? But these are just very much related to what's going on in the cosmos, right? So, journaling prompt number 1. What goals or intentions did I set at the beginning of the year, and where do I stand with them now? Ooh. So this is just kind of like a nice little reflection of the goals. Like I say, it's a really good one to kind of revisit and reinforce any goals that we feel like we've maybe fallen off path with, or maybe changing some goals and realising like I no longer align with that goal anymore, and that's absolutely okay. It's okay to change your direction, it's okay to change the path, it's okay to change the goals when it's needed. Okay, so that first one, what goals or intentions did I set at the beginning of the year, and where do I stand with them now? Okay, journal prompt number 2. Are my daily habits aligned with the future I want to create? Okay, so this is more focusing on kind of what daily intentions, basically, with daily habits, what it is that we're doing every day, because that is what is going to get you to where you want to be. Yeah, we're going to set these big amazing goals, but it tends to be the really small boring stuff that we do day in, day out, day in, day out, that is going to help you get to that. It's the consistency of that. So are your daily habits at the moment aligned with that future version of yourself, the future that you're wanting to create? And you have to be honest with yourself here. Obviously you don't want to pick yourself apart too much. It's one of those things like you cannot do everything all the time, and that's absolutely fine. It's just becoming aware of what it is and how your path is being formed with the habits that you're creating now, or the habits that you're building currently. Are they aligned? And if they are, then amazing, continue with it. If not, it's like, what do you need to drop? What do you need to maybe implement? So yeah, it's just having that awareness, right? Okay, journal prompt number 3. What structures, roles, or responsibilities do I need to release or redefine? I couldn't read my own friggin' handwriting there. So, what structures, roles, or responsibilities do I need to release or redefine? So this could be your daily structures. This could be how you structure your meals. I don't know. roles and responsibilities as well. Obviously we've all got different roles, all different responsibilities in our lives, and some things obviously we kind of just release our responsibilities, you know, it's just part of life. But there is some things that you are able to release. So if you're feeling as though you're very overwhelmed, you're very overworked, or if you just don't have the time to put into yourself, if you don't have the time to do the things that you know are going to be aligned with that best version of you, then something's got to go. Something has to go. You have to release in order to make space for the new that you're welcoming in, because we kind of fucking juggle everything, right? And it's important to release because that's how we grow. Anywho, getting distracted. Journaling prompt number 4. Where do I need to soften or lean into more support? This is very much related to the Sun and Cancer energy. Okay, so where do I need to soften or lean into support? So softening can sometimes be allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself that time off, because if you're one of these people who get caught in that constantly needing to be better trap, I am very much one of those people, and I know, because I do want to work hard and I do want to create this amazing life for me and my loved ones, and I'm very motivated and very disciplined, but then sometimes I do hinder my own progress because I'm constantly go, masculine, get the shit done, and I don't allow myself to tap into that feminine of just trusting and knowing that everything is working in my favour, allowing myself that time to rest, allowing yourself that time off. It's so important to do so. And it might be a little bit more on the other side where you're feeling as though you are very much in your feminine but nothing's really getting done, and you need that kind of support. How can you lean into more support? Who can support you, or what can support you going forwards, to take some of that kind of responsibility off you? Okay, journal prompt number 5. What mountain am I climbing now? Is it my mountain or someone else's? Right, so if you think of your mountain as kind of like your life's journey, your purpose is at the peak of this mountain or whatever. This is very much related to the mountain goat, obviously. What mountain are you climbing now? So what is it that you're looking to achieve? And is this your mountain or is it somebody else's? Or what I mean by this question as well, or how else it can be interpreted, is is it what we think we should be aiming towards, or is it actually what we're wanting to work towards? So sometimes it's really easy to get caught into the trap of thinking like, right, I'll set my goal because I kind of should be wanting to do this. And we're constantly fed things on social media now that, you know, you should be doing this for your health, you should be training this amount of times a week, you should be not eating these kind of things and these toxic chemicals and We're constantly fed what we should and shouldn't be doing, but it's not until you actually just sit down and ask yourself, like, actually, what do I want to do? Or what do I want to work towards? Do you know what I mean? So ask yourself and be honest, are you climbing your mountain or someone else's? And if you are climbing your mountain, what is that mountain representing? What are you working towards? What's that big fucking pinnacle goal that you're working towards, the mountain that you're climbing, the reason that you're showing up every day to do this personal development and whatever it is, okay? And then this is a biggie. This is probably the most important journaling prompt, if there was any, right? So journaling prompt number 6. So 6. Fucking hell, I can't count. What long-term legacy or impact do I want to leave behind? So this is very much, again, kind of revisiting your goals or revisiting your vision, your mission, what it is that you want to get from life. This is a really nice way to kind of do it and then work backwards from. So what long-term legacy or impact do you want to leave behind? And this is like a really grim thing to say, right? And I'm so sorry to say it, but like, if you were to die tomorrow, what legacy would you have left? So then think about, when you do die, what legacy do you want to leave behind? And that can start having you help to think with what it is that you're working towards and what this mountain that you're climbing could be for and what it is around, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm just blabbling a lot of rubbish now. Okay, so we're going to actually go into the meditation now, right? So I'm just going to quickly pop a track on, and then I invite you to get into a comfortable seated position. See if I can just find my little chill music. Dun, dun, dun. So it's not going to be very long, like 5 minutes max. But yeah, I want you to just see if you can get into a nice comfortable position, like I said before. See if you can allow your shoulders to relax down. You might even want to be lying down for the meditation. There's no right or wrong answer. But I invite you to just really tune in. So notice how the body's feeling as we start the meditation. Notice if there's anything that you can do with your body to just get yourself that little bit more comfortable, your body feeling that little bit more at ease. And we're going to start off by tuning into the breath, just like what we did when we were doing the breath work earlier. And see if you can just start deepening each breath again, right? So see if you can make your next in-breath that little bit deeper, nice nourishing breaths in, and make your next out-breath that little bit longer. And with every exhale, see if you can just try and allow your body to just fully drop into the support beneath you. So just allow the muscles to soften, allow the muscles in your face to soften, and just feel the support of the ground underneath you. So just allow the ground to hold your full weight so you don't have to. So Capricorn teaches us about structure, commitment and responsibility, not just to others, but for ourselves as well. It asks what we're building in our life, and is it rooted in something real or just something that's expected? Cancer, on the other hand, brings softness, and it reminds us that true strength includes rest. It allows space for feeling, for intuition, and for caring for the self without guilt. So as we sit here, notice if there's anything heavy that you've been carrying, whether it's pressures, perfectionism, old patterns of control, self-limiting beliefs. And just know that in this moment, it's safe to let them go. It's safe to exhale and just loosen your grip. And for these next few moments, try and allow your body to be still and allow your breath to just flow without any effort, nice and gentle, nice and natural. And just allow the nervous system to unwind and regulate. Just know that you don't need to do anything now. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to achieve anything. Just trust that the release is a form of strength too. And just know that in this stillness, something quiet is realigning, the kind of clarity that doesn't need force, a subtle shift towards what truly matters, emotionally, physically, energetically. And then I want you to see if you can have a nice big deep breath in through the nose, fill up your lungs, and then have a nice long breath out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, you might just want to give your shoulders a nice little shake. You might want to open your eyes. You might want to have a little movement of the body, whatever feels good. And then you might want to rub your hands together, feel your energy, feel that warmth, and then take it wherever you want to take it. So you might want to bring it your face, maybe the back of your neck, maybe your arms, and then bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself that thanks for taking the time to work on yourself. It is not the easiest thing to do, so please just honour that and appreciate that. And if there's anything that I can suggest for you to use around this time, right, is to be getting out in nature. So if you can go on a nice nature walk, if you can go to the beach, like whatever it is, just try and reconnect with nature. Like I say, Capricorn is an earth sign and the full moon is in Capricorn. So if you can get yourself outside in nature, outdoors, it's going to be the best way to kind of enhance the energy of this full moon, right? But if you do have any questions or anything, feel free to just pop a comment on the video or send us a message personally if you wish. But thank you so much for joining us, and if you have got all the way to the end, then thank you, thank you, thank you. If you know anyone who might benefit from the workshop, please feel free to share it. Make sure you give it a like as well, because that does help my little page. And yeah, thank you so much. Mwah. Enjoy, and I'll see you here for the next new moon in a couple of weeks.